Today I want to watch with you two deep blackouts which happens during the freediving competition in vertical blue, Bahamas this year. Most of the time when you see a shallow water blackout or blackout on ascent, it usually happens relatively shallow or sometimes even when freediver reaches the surface, right? So if you watch a competition often, regularly, then you see that a lot of freedivers, not a lot of freedivers, but when freediver blackout, it happens maybe somewhere like 5 meters or even shallow. And like I said, maybe it's even on the surface. However, sometimes blackout can happen quite deep. This is a much more dangerous blackout, and this is what we're going to see. This is what we're going to watch today. Okay, and the first athletes whom we're going to watch is Pepe Salcedo. This is a freediver from Mexico. He is going to attempt a national record dive in a constant weight bi-fins discipline. So he's doing his relaxation breathing, lying on these floating noodles. This is some freedivers prefer to do this way. And he is changing position to a seated position. Continue doing relaxation breathing. This is what you already can say it's not really common. Usually freedivers before their dive, they completely motionless. Pepe is adjusting his lanyard. He's looking around, chatting with someone, checking the dive time. So you can say this is already a little bit unusual behavior for the competition, not like for the training dives. On the training dives, this would be completely normal. But during the competition, freedivers most of the time stay like in a zone, not talking with anyone. So he has a nose clip, no goggles. He uses a neck weight. And he already started packing. So what we can say already, that his relaxation breathing was not that relaxing. He was chatting, looking around, finish packing and start his dive. I remind you, this is a constant weight bi-fins national record attempt. So he's keeping his arm in a streamlined position. He is able to equalize his ears without touching the nose because he has a nose clip. He's a 20-meter deep already. Cameraman, passing the cameraman. Keep kicking. Now the kick's less intense because he's a more negative buoyant. 30 meters already. Eyes slightly open. So he's controlling the line, he's controlling his position along the line. He do the arm stroke at 45 meters to bring his arm in a more relaxed position, less streamlined but more relaxed position. The arms along the body. At 50 meters he's still kicking, perfect streamlining position. So his body looks really nice, really streamlined position. Eyes still open. 70-meter deep. Looks like he's doing some manipulation, air management for his equalization. 80-meter deep. Still looks good and confident. 90-meter deep. So from now he's probably having some alarm, which telling him that the end of the rope is coming. Extend the arm a little bit too early, but nothing really wrong with it. I mean, now he's a little bit less streamlined, so technically he can do it later. So he grabbed the tag, put it under his wetsuit and start kicking. Quite nice aggressive kicking in the beginning with the arms along the body. Now he put the arms in a streamlined position. This is a more streamlined position, more effective position. However, it requires a certain level of flexibility, which I guess he has. Good kicking, 80-meter deep. Okay, 75 meters. A little rotation, which shows that maybe his kick left and right slightly different, but so far good. 60-meter deep. Okay, this is what was discussed a lot, that at some point he did this posture. So this was obviously not a good idea on a deep dive, and maybe it's because of the gas narcosis. It was not crazy deep, but it was still more than 100 meters. So maybe the athlete was affected by the gas narcosis, and I already discussed on this channel what is a gas narcosis. The link is going to be in the description. So maybe this is why he did it. But obviously this was not a good idea, because he slowed down for a few seconds. He used a little bit energy for this posture, you can say. So obviously not good. He's 50-meter deep, he's kicking still nice and strong. Now, I would say at 45, like now there is a little bit sign that the dive is not going according to how the athlete want. Now it's 40 meters, for sure you see the athlete start kicking much faster. He looks much less relaxed, even if he's 40 meters. Now his posture is broken. He tried to kick faster. Luckily for him, the safety diver already nearby at 37 meters, and safety diver already grabbing him. Okay, now what safety diver is doing? The safety diver grabbing the head of the diver, kind of sandwich position, and the safety gonna bring the diver up to the surface. So he's kicking fast to the surface. So now we see the second safety diver, which helping first safety diver to pushing the free diver up by pushing his like hips. So now both of them doing a good job bringing the diver quickly to the surface. At this moment, free diver is unconscious. Still a cameraman trying to catch some nice shots. All right, and free diver on the surface. All right, Pepe on the surface, unconscious. Third safety diver here. They remove the nose clip and they do the rescue breath in the nose. Yes, it's possible to do it in the mouth. They do it in the nose, in the diver's nose. Now they're bringing the athlete on the platform, and now the athlete is still unconscious. It's still unconscious. However, more likely his heart is working, his blood is circulating in his body, his brain receiving oxygen. So it's not that he's dying at this moment, but medical team, safety team try to bring the diver as quickly as possible back to the conscious. You see this rope. This is a kind of the territory for only safety divers and medical team. This is where they do the rescue procedure. So far we see the diver is not moving. Like there is some small movement, so probably he is almost conscious but not yet. It's kind of just movement of the fingers. So they're still providing the oxygen. And now free diver shows okay, which means that he wake up. Okay, what we can say from this video, why this happens? I don't know. Like if you're watching this, and by the way, this video is from Vertical Blue YouTube channel. You can watch the full competition there. And the official commentator saying that, okay, maybe this happens because he screwed up his relaxation breathing. In my opinion, it's definitely has effect, right? So because he was not doing like a proper regular relaxation breathing, I mean regular in a normal terms, so probably this was affecting his performance. Also this posture, some people saying he blacked out because he did this posture. This is 100% not true, because it is for sure contribute to the blackout, but because blackout happens so deep, if I'm not wrong, it's like 36, 37. I wouldn't say that it's only because of the posture and because of the like not effective relaxation breathing. So most likely freediver, at least on this day, was far away from be able to do such dive, right? Far away, really far away. Okay, the second dive which I want to watch with you is a dive by Alexey Molchanov, and this is a really exciting dive to watch. This is a world record attempt to the in a no fins discipline to 103 meters. And this is a crazy attempt because the current world record in this discipline made by William Trubridge many years ago, it is 102 meters, and this record was untouchable for such a long time. No one was coming even close, so this is why this particular dive was really exciting to watch. When I heard about this dive, I was like, wow, this is going to be crazy. And yes, it was a crazy dive. So let's have a look. So Alexey doing his relaxation breathing. He's completely relaxed, really into the zone. He has his preferable position for relaxation breathing. It is a vertical position. So relaxation breathing is over, and he started doing his packing. So he's doing his packing. He's packed quite a lot, and he's starting his dive. And here we go. Okay, 103-meter dive attempt. Nice arm stroke and kick, and right from the beginning there was a little bit surprise for me that Alexey changed his technique. So previously, after the arm stroke, after this part, he was doing a little dolphin kick. I think this came from his background in swimming, and he was doing this technique for years, and now he's changed. So when I saw this change, I mean, it's good, it's more effective in my opinion, but I was a little bit unsure if you want to change your technique before such a big dives. All right, now he's free falling, completely relaxed. You can see his ankles really relaxed, no tension, upper body relaxed, everything is relaxed. He's a 50-meter deep. So a quick reminder, who is Alexey? He is a person who regularly dive really deep, and on this exact competition he already break 2 world records and dive to 133 meters in a both constant weight monofin and free immersion. So 100-meter dive, 103-meter dive is not that deep for him. So this is why you see he's not nervous, it's easy dive for him. I think he is really comfortable with his equalization for these depths. I think he is quite comfortable for the gas narcosis for these depths. So everything is under his control. He reached already 100-meter deep. Grab the tag, attach it somewhere on his hips, and start his long way up. In the beginning, as we still see this new technique from Alexey, when he's doing arm stroke and kick, like without this dolphin movement. He's already past 90 meters, so 85. Looks relaxed, looks strong, strong arm stroke, strong kick. Immediately relaxed after his kick, so the kick is finished, and then the ankles, feet becomes immediately relaxed. 75. So far looks excellent. Excellent technique by world champion. So at this moment I was thinking he's gonna make it. Everything looks nice. 65-meter deep. Looks relaxed. 60. Okay. Okay, and this was my first concern. He is still deeper than 50 meters, and he start looking up. This is a beginner level mistake. Like when I'm teaching freediver courses, this is my main field of expertise. Usually beginners on the way down, they're looking down, on the way up, they're looking up, right? They're looking where they're going. Sometimes when they start to get nervous, they start checking how much I still need to go. And now let's come back. Who is Alexey? Alexey is a world champion, multiply world champion. His technique is excellent. And now when I see that he started looking up, I knew that something is not right. And now he's also started doing this old technique habit after the arm stroke. Doom, dolphin kick. So it can seem efficient idea, but it's more energy consumption in this case, and this is why it's probably not the best way. He's still 40-meter deep. He has his first safety diver. At this moment, he still looks okay. 35. I mean, he looks okay, but you see the technique slowly but steadily falling apart. So even like to be in this position when there is such a big distance between legs, this is not the best position. So he's obviously not thinking about the streamlining. 30-meter deep, and he stopped. He stopped and looking up. So the first safety diver decided that Alexey blackout already, and he already tried to push him up to the surface. As soon as the safety diver touched the athlete, the attempt is finished. So it's already going to be considered as a red card, even if athletes would not lose the conscious. Okay, Alexey still seems conscious. He still do the arm stroke, even he understands that there is two safety divers now pushing him, still trying to move his arms. So at this moment, he's probably still conscious, but maybe have a gas narcosis and he's not really understanding what is going on. But around these depths, like around 20 meters, for sure, he already blacked out. Two safety divers pushing him to the surface. He is fully unconscious now, even without moving, right? So he stopped moving from 30 and he's unconscious now. Safety diver remove the nose clip, do the rescue breath, mouth to nose. Free diver still unconscious, another rescue breath. So two rescue breath done. And now they start moving to him to the platform where the medical team waiting. So now it's job for medical team to provide the oxygen and start his respiration. Now this was a funny accident. You see this guy, you recognize him probably from the previous dive. Yes, this is a Pepe from Mexico. And I think he was coaching Alexey or something, and he decided to go in this zone, which is absolutely prohibited. It's not a good idea. And now safety diver is going to scream at him, go away from here. They're pushing him away, which is absolutely correct what they're doing. So I don't know what he was trying to do, but safety divers was not happy. Okay, Alexey looks like he's already conscious. Okay, so he get his conscious back faster than our previous diver, Pepe. So he's already started breathing. All right, so what in my opinion happened here? Like why it happened? Alexey did nice relaxation breathing. So everything was according to the plan. So probably the reason why he have such a deep blackout is he's not ready for this dive, or his previous dives to 133 meters, his body still haven't been recovered after his previous dives, right? So technically he has a lot of rest. Technically he finished his last deep dive, and then he was not diving for 2 days, and it was considered as enough in a normal situation. But what is a normal situation in such for such dives, for such deep dives, right? So this is why maybe he gonna now understand that if he finish 133-meter world record dive, maybe he needs more than 2 days rest. Maybe he needs 3 days, or maybe the competition is over if he did such a deep dive. So luckily he recovered, so he's breathing already, but every time when the deep blackout happening, it's actually quite scary. I mean, the freediver technically attached to the line by the lanyard, so if the counterbalance system going to be activated, the system going to bring him up, but this is a really dangerous situation. So deep blackout, definitely not good. Hopefully Alexey gonna learn his lesson, and maybe the next time after one world record he not gonna try to beat immediately another world record. But again, luckily that everything sorted out relatively fast.